Hey, Chief. And B's popping. 1 and 2, I guess 1A, 1B. I won't say, it was a tie. Mayung Mudto, good afternoon. It's noon here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Welcome, Chief. Welcome, B's popping. Happy Wednesday, what is it, March 25th, I think. Yeah, it's 87 degrees here. 87 is what it says in the weather forecast, but it's beautiful, blue skies for the most part. Awesome weather, great time to be alive, feeling good. And the water's calm today, just a slight breeze, nothing too crazy, nothing too annoying with the sound. But yeah, what is it? Adto Usa Ko means I'm going now. Adto Usa Ko. I'm going now. And I'm carrying my phone freehand, no gimbal today. Yeah, but you know what, Chief? I see a lot of people, they just get the fishing line and they wrap the string, you know, on a bottle, and then they fish that way. And it works. I guess that's the one way of doing it. I don't really know what they use for bait. Sometimes it looks like they have lures on their fishing rods, but maybe someday. Yeah, I don't have a fishing rod yet, but happy, like I said, hump day, Wednesday here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Temperatures are starting to creep up a little bit. Like I said, it's 87, at least that's what it says. Doesn't feel bad though. Like the humidity doesn't feel all that terrible, but it's like a beautiful day. Cobra King says hello. Hello, Cobra King. And hello, Michelle. Hello, Possum, the cat. You guys are awesome. So glad to see you guys come back. I'm always appreciative of you, all of you. My normal regulars, friends, and then anybody that's new that pops into the live stream. Brief introduction quickly. My name's Michael from Pennsylvania in the United States, living here abroad in Dumaguete, Philippines. Happy Wednesday, beautiful day. I love it here. I'm a warm weather person, so it's pretty easy for me to accept summertime basically all year round. But yeah, it's Bellis is here. Hello, Bellis. Michelle, again, I know you're up late. God bless you and you're sacrificing your sleep. Every time when you tell me you have to go to sleep, it's like, I gotta get up at 5:45 or something. You said you get up. I'm like, oh my gosh. That's humbling when you get up. Stay up so late for me, but I'm always just fascinated just by coconut trees. The simple things in life. But good morning, Bellis. It's beautiful here today. The weather has been consistently like this. No complaints. There he is, DRT, Dr. Red Tacos here in the house. I appreciate you guys all being here. Just finished my Spanish latte, just letting the ice melt and taking the ice water with me until it's gone. My lips are lubed up. I put my chapstick slash moisturizer on. Who else we got in here? Russell is here. Says, hey buddy, how you doing, Russell? Michelle is here again. Like I said, hi, I can. Yep, I get up at 4:45. So you even have less sleep than I thought. And I wouldn't be sleeping now, so I might as well be here with you. Again, I am humbled and I appreciate you and everybody else. Audrey Michelle says hello. She's here. Gabriel Arkia is here. Russell says, I'm good, Mike. I'm great. You said, how am I? I'm awesome. I feel great. I'm happy. Again, every day I wake up, I'm like, it's just a great time. What a blessing to be alive. These walks are awesome for me. I love it. And then I get to share them with you at least 3 days a week. Unless I throw a little bit of a curveball in there and come around on a Saturday or a Sunday, which I think is kind of good for a lot of people in the States, Canada. I'm gonna get rid of this. But yeah, I've always, like I said, I need to always remember and say thank you to you guys. You don't need to thank me. It's the other way around. Again, I don't have my gimbal. So if it seems like my arm is not the good shock absorber as my gimbal, I apologize. I didn't want to have the backpack to carry that with my power bank. And then when I put the gimbal in, I just wanted to be a little chill. Plus, when you wear that backpack, it really retains the sweat on the back of your shirt. Not that I care about, I don't mind sweating. I just feels a little more cooler for me. But before I leave the Boulevard, KV says, bro, what if I'm blind? You know what, KV, if you're blind, just follow my voice, follow my energy, and maybe that'll paint a picture for you. If you are blind, I apologize if you are, but I appreciate you being here. I don't know whether to take you. I can't honestly say I've ever met anybody that claimed to be blind on YouTube, but hey, maybe my voice would put you to sleep. It's possible. But welcome, bro, KV. Derek says, Alpha from Hawaii, Oahu, North flooding, many homes destroyed. See, I didn't really know what was going on in Hawaii, but again, sometimes I just kind of isolate myself. Like I pay attention to things going on around the world, but probably not as close as I used to. Because then when I did that, all I did was end up being consumed by everything that was going on. Gabriel says, you got my last name right the first time. Wow. So Arcia, I think I said Arcia first. I don't think I said Acria. So Arcia. Gabriel, appreciate you being here also. I think you're new, but now that you're here, you're no longer new. So no need to be a stranger. I just do simply put, I do walks, live streams through the city of Dumaguete, Philippines, just sharing my walks. I walk every day. I'm a walking fool. Do a lot of walking. And not all that long ago, I decided to incorporate my live streams into my walks, so you get to join me, so I appreciate that. And Jose says, where are you? And that's Dumaguete, Philippines. Agnes and Philippine Adventure says, I love the brick pavement. Yeah, it's really nice there. They did actually do a lot of replacement, the bricks there. Sometimes over time they deteriorate a little bit, but they've done a good job there. That's one of my favorite places to go. Especially when I'm really focused on getting my walking done at a faster pace. I'm not slowed down. And then you have the breeze from the ocean. Like I said, to me, that's just as good as it gets. You know, I'm very content with the simple things in life. Anything above and beyond that is just a blessing. And I love that as well. But let me see. Dr. Ed says, yeah, I'm sporting. Yeah, you're right. I just flipped it. Yeah, my shirt. You can't see the back, but it has a big logo on the back. It helps. When people ask me, when I'm humbled, they ask me what my channel is, and because I can't show them on my phone during a live stream, so I just point to my shirt. They take a picture of my shirt, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm sporting the shirt. Derek says, Alf, okay, I got that. Michelle says, Michael is in Dumaguete, Philippines. And then we got another Mike. Whoops, that went by too quick. Hold on, I'm going back. I got a Mike 22767 says, hello, Michael, good morning. From one Michael to another Michael, or Mike to Mike, good afternoon from Dumaguete, 12:11 in the afternoon, Wednesday. Welcome, Mike. KV retracted. Russell says, sorry, should have said Michael, not Mike. You can call me Mike or Michael, it don't matter. I'm going to answer to both. When a lot of people do ask me what do they want to call me, Mike or Michael, I always say, just call me Michael. That's the name my mother gave me. You know, I usually just go with that. But quite honestly, growing up, all through my life, working, people used to just call me by my last name, which was interesting. They never called me. It was always, but there I did work with a lot of other Mikes or Michaels, so that was probably a part of the reason. But welcome, Russell. Gino's here. Hello, Dazzle. Gino and Dazzle, or maybe the little even doggies with you. I missed you this morning, Gino. I don't know if you had a quick live stream. I was kind of doing some things and I popped on after 8, not that long after 8, I don't think, and you weren't live, and I was like, oh, maybe you didn't have one, and then it showed that you did. So my apologies for missing it. Maybe you just had a quick live stream today. SWAT says hello. Chief says hi to Russell. Lynn Angel's here. Hey, Lynn Angel. Good to see you, and God bless you too. I always, like I said, appreciate you guys being here. I guess I'll go down this way. It's kind of neat. I can just walk wherever, but it's beautiful today. Doc DRT says you're modeling the channel t-shirt. I guess. I only have 2 of them. A black one and a white one, got them made up. Each shirt was like 180 pesos for the logo and the shirt. It's kind of one of those breathable shirts. I prefer cotton shirts, although I know they're sweaty as all can be. I just prefer wearing cotton. But this works. Chief saying hello to Lynn, and Gino saying hello to Chief. Hey, the Real Steel is here, says good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Real Steel. Welcome to Dumaguete. I think I remember you. That name sounds familiar. When I hear Real Steel, I think of Superman, the Man of Steel. Phil Goodyear's here. California is an outbreak of perpetual sunshine. Amen to that. That's what we got here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Perpetual sunshine. Cheers to the mods. True that. Cheers to the mods. Russell saying hello to Chief. Michael Hunter is here. Says, hey, Mike, missed you out with surgery. You're getting surgery? I hope you're okay. You don't need to share the details, but I appreciate the update. But hey, no explanation is necessary with me. I always tell people they have more important things going on in their life anyway than being here on my live stream. So I'm thankful and appreciative that you're here. And just hope you're okay. Chief says, Phil Goodyear says, Mike, check. Michael Hunter says, prayers for healing. Hey, Mr. Green Acres Pumpkin says, just don't call him late for dinner. You're exactly right. I like to eat earlier for dinner. That's just a personal preference. I know it seems kind of common here in the Philippines to eat rather late. And then they kind of go to bed shortly after that. From my research and studies, you should finish your last meal 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. For digestion purposes and whatnot. But that's just me, and I notice I feel a lot better. I sleep better when I don't have my digestion going all crazy right after I eat and sleep. I actually like to walk after I sleep, but then again, when don't I walk? Fortune is here, says, always good weather, Mike. I'm going down to the bottom. Caden says, what's your favorite food there? Oh, as far as Philippine food, chicken adobo. Hands down, chicken adobo. Pork adobo is good too, but I also like lumpia. I don't mind sisig, pork sisig. I don't get it that often, but I don't mind it. Michelle Faulkner says, hello, and where are you at? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. In Dumaguete, Philippines. That's why you see the motorbikes and tricycles. So yeah, I'm in the Philippines, in Asia. I'm from United States though. My name is Michael. I'm born and raised in Pennsylvania. Altoona, Pennsylvania specifically was where I was born. Chief, thank you so much. I gotta flip the screen. You know that when you start getting generous and for the coconut water, Chief, again, as always, God bless you for your support. Thank you for always being here for me. You're a good person as well as many others, but thank you for your generosity. And I will get coconut water. I will make the coconut water run today. I will need it. My mouth will get dry, obviously from talking. But here's the place where I ate the pizza at. I made the short from this place. I think it's Grenaz Pizzeria. But this is where I made the video from, right here. And you go in here up these steps, right through there. I sat out at the top, but it was good. It wasn't bad at all. Included a bottle of water. It was 300 pesos. I think the pizza maybe by itself was 270 or something like that. But it was good for what you got. The sauce, like I always say, is a little bit on the sweeter side because that's something about spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce here in the Philippines. It's sweeter, at least that place is. But I would go there again. I mean, it's definitely thin, crispier. It's not even thin and doughy. It's thin and crunchy. But you might like it, you might not. But I had never been there until I went there. So I took Dr. Red Taco's advice, and whenever I go to places to eat that are new, or if I've been there before and I've just never shown it, I would go there and I'll give you my inexperienced opinion on the food. Mr. All Weekend said, is that John Cena? You can't be talking about me because I'm nowhere nearly as big as John Cena. Hold on, let me flip this. Going back. So yeah, adobo's the food. Michael Hunter says, I'm fine, doing better. That's good. Like I said, you don't need to get into specifics. Just telling us that you had surgery is specific enough. Just hope you have a full recovery, whatever it was, and glad you're here, and hopefully hanging out with me on my live, walking through Dumaguete can, I don't know, soothe your healing process and make it go quicker. I've had surgery a couple times in my life. 2 hernia surgeries many years ago. Lower abdominal hernias when I was younger. Separate occasions, one side and then another one. Left side, right side. They take a while to recover. They're not fun. And plus you can't do anything because that lower abdominal area, like all your muscles are like connected to each other and stuff. Yeah, that's not always a lot of fun. We got Chevalier Bland says Philippines. Yes, I'm in the Philippines. Maria Chapa says hello. Art Park says crystal blue skies. Michael, how's the walk? Refreshing and on. We'll see if you guys get me back. I kind of... Sometimes I wonder with the way that things get hotter and stuff like that. Hey! Oh, you're eating fish. Hold on, he's eating fish. Thank you, I'm back, guys, yeah. Nice to see you. Enjoy your fish. Nice seeing you. He's on his lunch break, eating his fish. Sorry, guys, I don't know what looped or what happened, my friend. Mayong Muto. Mayong Muto. Wonderful, beautiful. Happy Wednesday. Every Sunday, right? You work at the marina? Maybe I'll see you on Sunday, if not here. All right, amping. Oh, that's good. Thank you, guys. I saw it spinning actually right away. So I was like, oh boy, here we go. Not again. We'll see what happens, but Appreciate you guys hanging out and then let me know what the problem was. But again, if you're new to the channel, yes, everybody, Chief, that's the best part for me personally, why I love it so much here is the people. And then it's like, once you become friends with them, I have to make a point. I want to say hello to them every day. It's just as important to them as it is to me, saying hello to everybody. JKK says hello. So anybody, if you're new to my channel, my name's Michael from United States, Pennsylvania to be specific, born and raised there, lived there all my life. With the exception of 2 years, I did live in Florida. I prefer Florida, warm weather. Explains why I'm here in the Philippines. But again, as I always say, I'm 55. I will be 56 soon. And, you know, if I'd still be living in the US, I'd have to be working. I could not live on my pension and savings the way I can here. So that's just facts. And I gotta say hello to my friends. Mayong Muto, Mayong Muto. Where is Augie?
Inside.
He's inside. Mayong Muto. Mayong Muto. Mayong Muto. Hi, Mayong Muto. They're busy today. You guys are busy today. All right, Amping, take care. Don't work too hard, okay? I'll see you guys later. Amping, have a good day. Sonny boy, hey, I got your message. Now you're here. You never have to say you're sorry, Sonny boy, live stream or anything. It's all good. I appreciate that, you know, you're apologizing, but listen, you guys all have another life to live. Lori, oh, how cool. But I appreciate you being here, Sonny boy. Lori or Laura Lil Haywood says hello from Florida. Laura Lee. All right, Laura, I like that name, Laura Lee. I appreciate you being here, Laura Lee. I lived in Florida for like I said, 2 years. I lived in Stuart, Florida and Palm City, Florida on the East Coast. But again, if I was still living in Florida, I'd still be working. Here, things are less expensive. Apartment costs, rentals for homes, apartments. Food is also a little less expensive. Mayong Muto. And they all think they want to know if I need a tricycle ride. I rarely ever, you know, get in a tricycle. Anybody that knows me, I don't walk in tricycles or take tricycles. Mayong Muto. Michelle, you just sent me another sparkles. You're spoiling me, but I appreciate you so much. Again, just you guys being here, giving me a thumbs up and supporting my channel. Although, like I said, I feel bad because I want to do more videos, but I'm just the type of person, unless it's something really unique and significant, I don't want to create something like that. Especially, I don't want to bore you guys. I mean, I bore you guys enough. So, but things will be coming. They'll be happening. I'm still waiting on the individual to reach out to me as far as going out on a bonka boat. I don't know what's going on. I can only wait. You know, I don't want to bother people or bug them. She said she would reach out to me, no problem. Hook me up with some people that would, in her words, she said, I'll make sure they don't take advantage of you. Have I ever had a Publix sub? Yes, I have, Derek. Publix was my go-to grocery store. That definitely was my go-to grocery store. I'll cut up through here. Why not? Speaking of, around this corner is where immigration is. I will have to go. I'm going there tomorrow. I'm going to go a little early because my 2-month visa extension expires on the 10th. And I usually go at least 7 to 8 days ahead of time. But I'm even going to go earlier because there's some holidays coming up around in their early April, and even Fortune mentioned it. I don't remember exactly which holidays, but I know they're closed someday. So I just rather be safe than sorry. Pay for the standard extension, not get caught up in paying for the expedited one because that's more money. And for anybody that doesn't know, if you ever need to go to immigration here in Dumaguete, it's right down this hall. Right down that hall is where you go to the end, very end, and to the left. But this is where you come. So if you see this royal stitch place right there, this is where you go in for immigration. If that helps anybody, try to video the immigration office. DRT, I did do a video about immigration, but I'm not gonna really, I don't think that's probably not a good idea when people are in immigration to like have a camera in there. I just think that's more, government issued kind of stuff, and that's probably not a good idea. But I did do an immigration video just showing people how to get there, because I remember the first time I came here and I had to find immigration. It was kind of tricky just for the fact that it's back like an enclosed alley, like I showed you in there. It's not like the store's right here. And I was like confused trying to find it. But once you find it, you got it. I don't know if that helped anybody for their future, in the future if they ever come here, but Rigo says, hello from Queens, New York. Offbeat question. I know you have a girlfriend, but do you notice getting the eye from gals there when walking around? Yes. And so does she. And again, I'm not the doctor of love. I don't know everything, and I will never know everything. I can only go by my experiences here. But Rego Park, New York. I'm sure all foreigners get that look just because you look different. And then I guess maybe the looking grows into a little more depending on the individual. I don't know. And that's why a lot of people, and I know a lot of people agree, you can come here and just take your time and meet a lot of people. Don't be in such a hurry. If you see somebody that catches your eye, approach them, talk to them, be nice. And if you want to know more about them, I don't know, invite them for coffee or something simple. Just have a conversation with them, and then you're going to find out whether that's somebody that you would be interested in beyond just from an appearance thing. Get to know them as a person. There's no rush here. The people here, men and women, they're all beautiful, good-hearted people, in my opinion. So I don't think that would ever be a rush for you, Rigo. Chief says, don't incriminate yourself. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. That's how it is here. I have a lot of friends, Filipinos, and it's good to have friendships because it opens doors. Somebody might know somebody to hook you up with an apartment, to hook you up with whatever it may be. It's almost like you network yourself in a way, and there's no mayumuto. There's no issues with, no problem with that, at least for me. I'm about having friends, as many as possible, the more the merrier, but more in particular the locals here. I'm more interested in getting to know the locals, learning the culture, food, how they think, everything. It's just enjoyable. It's an amazing thing here in the Philippines. The people. Art Perk says, about 8 years ago, Forbes recommended and rated Dumaguete as the best place in the world to retire. I don't think much has changed. Well, not in my opinion, it hasn't changed. I think I'm very content, very happy, very comfortable. Nothing in this world is perfect, and that's okay. Nothing was perfect where I lived in the US either. You gotta, kind of pick your spots, find your comfort zone, your vibe, and right now I have the vibe in Dumaguete, Philippines. Yes, very friendly people, Harry. And there's my friend, Mayong Muto. She's my friend. I see her every day, as I do see a lot of people. JHNLDR, I think it's John. Jude's still living his best life. Good to see. You know what? Because it's never a dull moment. And I know this might sound, I don't know, a little cliche. Oh, let me say hello to my friends here and then I'll get back to answer your question. Mayong Muto, hello. Here, you know what? I gotta take your hand. Oh, well, give me your other hand. Give me this one. I'll put it to my forehead. Bang my hat. Mayong Muto, amping. Have a good day. About to that question, it's like, in my opinion, and I'm gonna show my face. In my opinion, for me, happiness is a happiness is a choice. It's a choice. Um, you can come here and find all the little things that maybe bother you and make it bigger than everything else. I always think the worst things in the world are the minority, and I think there's more things that are better and more positive. But for whatever reason, and I've been sucked into that myself, sometimes it's easier for us to get sucked into this toxicity, kind of misery and violence and all that stuff. For me, being happy is simply a choice. And that, for me, the positives certainly outweigh the negatives. It's just the negatives, for whatever reason, are always amplified. And yeah. Derek says maybe Rojas City, Iloilo, Calibo also. Harry, like you said, Philippines, very friendly people. Yes, they're awesome, and they're always happy for the most part. I'm not saying some Philippine people don't have bad days, of course, but I don't see it. I saw that more in the U.S. It just seemed like everybody had this look on their face of misery, miserable. Yes, DRT, walking around the public market. Arpeg says, you're not the doctor of love, you're traumatizing us. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not trying to traumatize you. I'm just speaking facts. It's like, for me and what I've seen, it's like, I love, especially here at the public market. Like I said, sometimes I've gone inside, but the signal's hit or miss. But it's just like, when you see this is like the heart and soul, in my opinion, of the Philippines, is the public markets. It's the heart and soul. It's the engine that keeps everything going. And all this fruit and vegetables and stuff, like, this is all work, and it's, I'm just impressed with it and love to see it. And every day, my friends here, like so many people here I've gotten to know, and I'm flattered and humbled because they all remember my name, and it's hard for me to remember everybody's name. I wish I could, but I gotta say hello to my other friends here. Mayong Muto. Amping, how are you? Mayong Muto. How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Amping, have a good day, my friend. Harry says, agreed. Harry says, yes, generally happy and cheerful. Cheers from Australia. Well, welcome from Australia, Harry. I appreciate you being here. Michelle, with always helping me out, as all you guys do. Please like, subscribe, comment, and smash that bell for notifications for Castaway Drift. Come on in and get to know us. And that's, to me, why I love this so much more than anything. These live streams are so intimate. I get to share my thoughts instead of just keeping them inside as I walk. My energy level is through the roof, as it is. But then it even just goes even higher because I just truly love being surrounded by being in a different country, different culture. It's just a refreshing way of life. I don't know how else to put it. But it was funny, the other day I was with my friend Jerome on the live stream, and we were down through here, and this is where we got the sticky pudding and got Mayong Muto. This is where we got the sticky pudding with the chocolate and the peanut butter on it. Now, I don't eat a lot of that, but it was still good. It was very good. I liked it. We just had to sit down when I ate it. Normally, they wrap it in the banana leaf, but we got it put in a bag because that peanut butter and chocolate melts, and that would have been running all over the place. So that's why we sat down in the park to eat it. And then we got the pork rinds, and rule number one, if you're gonna eat pork rinds, obviously they're very dry. But here, if you're talking and then you're eating that and you don't have any water, yeah, they get stuck in your throat. But again, if you're new to my channel and you haven't been here before, my name is Michael from United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, living abroad here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Been here since July 2024, did go home once in March of 2025, and then quickly came back in June of 2025, and I've been here ever since. I love it here. again, if I was still living in the US, I'd still be working, simple as that. I couldn't afford to live on my pension and savings in the US comparably comfortable to what I have here in the Philippines. That's just a fact, so I'm blessed. Everdeen says, my mother said we make our own happiness, and you're exactly right. We make it ourselves. We choose it. Some people just choose misery. And when I find myself surrounded by somebody like that, I quickly remove myself from the situation. I don't necessarily say something to the individual. I don't know if I'd necessarily ghost them, the term ghost them, and just disappear. But I think they figure out whether or not I'm vibing with them or not, basically. But that's my choice. Like, I don't do anything to be rude or hurtful to people. I just want positive energy, and I want to be happy, and that's what I want to do. John says, I think it's John, right? JHNLDR, love myself pork rinds. Michelle Wright says hello. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. Yeah, John, it's 83. Yeah, it might be like 87 right now, Michelle. Either way, I'm fine with 87. This isn't too hot for me. And like I said, the humidity, I don't know what the percentage of the humidity is, but it does seem lower. Again, humidity never even bothers me. I don't care. Again, I'd rather sweat my butt off. My own motto. I'd rather sweat my butt off than freeze my butt off anyway. John Jacobs says, thank you. No, John Jacobs, I always tell people, you don't need to thank me. I thank you. Because without you guys and gals, men, women being here, I don't get to share my excitement. I don't get to share it. And there's nothing to me more satisfying than being able to, oh yeah, you want to see this guy's ice cream? Although I'm not buying any because I don't really eat it, but I wanted you to see. My own motto. Here, look at that ice cream. Look at that. He's got to eat it before it melts. Yeah, thank you. My own motto. I've never tried that ice cream, not yet. Bet the price of gas hardly affects you there. Well, for me, it doesn't because I walk everywhere. Hey, guys, my own motto. Amping, my own motto. Yeah, I only have, as long as I have food in my system, shoe leather, my throat's getting dry already. Coconut water will be coming soon. Yeah, you know me, Shoe Leather Express. Well, here's the other awesome thing. If you guys remember on one of my previous live streams, my good friend Kevin, he did a live stream, a couple of them with me. I think he's still in Manila, but then he's going to Vietnam for like, I think a month, maybe more, maybe less, I'm not sure. But let's just say he's going for a month. Well, you know me, I'm a big advocate and fan of Brooks shoes, and you can't get them here in Dumaguete. I've only ever heard you can get Brooks shoes in Cebu, I've heard, and Manila at the Mall of Asia. So Kevin and his girlfriend, staying very close to the Mall of Asia, went to the mall, found me a pair of my Brooks Glycerin shoes. He called me, did a video call, picked out my shoes, and he's shipping them through the LBC from Manila. So I got my shoes and then the shipping, and then I paid him in Gcash. I love Gcash. It's so convenient to use here. So now I have, my early birthday present's coming. He said the shipping should take like 4 to 5 days. So yeah, I got my new shoes. I need them. Between these ones I'm wearing and the other ones I've been rotating with since June of June of 2025, they're starting to get worn out. And again, I do 10 miles a day, so yeah, they're not gonna last forever. So yeah, I got shoes coming, I'm excited. So yeah, gas doesn't affect me here, but I'll go past the gas station. I'm just hoping where I'm going right down here, I don't have any interference, because this was kind of the area. So I'm gonna leave the comments like down this way. And if I miss anybody's comments, I completely apologize. I see Jay's here. Jay, Xbox Master, welcome, my friend. I did send you a message on Instagram. I walked to Lettle's Bakery yesterday from the marina. I walked to the bakery and back. Total miles, I think kilometers. I think it's like 6.1 kilometers each way, I think. Something like that, so. Mayo moto. Amping. Mayo moto. Shelby Woods, I don't own a motorbike. Not yet, maybe someday. I just walk everywhere. If you're new, I do like 10 miles a day as part of my normal exercise routine. I don't do that all on the live stream, but yeah, I walk everywhere. Let me see here. I'm gonna this so you guys can see where I'm going. Proud Vet says hello. Welcome, Proud Vet. Much respect to you. I always tell people my heroes are the men and women service members of the United States military. And quite honestly, anybody that serves for their country, I actually have respect for. But aside from my mother and father being my true heroes, it's the men and women of the uniform of the United States. So much respect to you, Proud Vet. Shane says, does not look too busy like a lot of cities in the Philippines. Enjoy your time exploring the islands. Shane, you know what? I consider Dumaguete a town. I don't consider it a city, although it's called Dumaguete City. It's more like a town to me. Not a lot of high-rise buildings that you can't see from afar. Like you don't feel like you certainly don't feel like you're walking in Bacolod. Although Bacolod's nothing like New York City. I mean, I've walked in New York City many years ago, and it's like you're just suffocated in there. Like I don't miss anything about New York City, although it's fun and has a lot of good food to eat. But appreciate you being here, Sean. John Jacobs says, would I live good on $1,800 a month? Yeah, $1,800 USD, you could live fine. But again, that's always tough to answer, John Jacobs, because I don't know what your lifestyle is truly like. I don't know maybe what sacrifices you would be willing to make. I don't know how luxurious, of things you need. For me in my apartment, I don't need, my apartment's very small. I have a video on my channel. I do a quick 10-minute video tour of my apartment and what's all included, but it's small. It's a studio, but I don't care because I'm not here to live in my apartment. I'm here to be out doing this. There's too much for me to see walking around the city and just exploring than me to be cooped up in an apartment. I don't watch TV, occasionally stream, stuff on my phone, but rarely. I don't really do that. Herbert Dean says, Tennessee caveman, I'm in West Tennessee. Joe Centron says, where is this, please? Dumaguete, Philippines, Joe. Dumaguete, Philippines. Kim Warren says, you have to worry about dogs chasing you when you walk. You know what? The dogs just ignore you for the most part. I've seen more dogs here in the Philippines than any time in my life. They just mind their own business. Quite honestly, a lot of them are probably looking for food. They keep to themselves. They know how to cross the streets and everything. It's like amazing. I'm not saying a dog's never gotten hit by a car or a tricycle, but it's amazing how they just survive. I feel bad, honestly, not only for some people that maybe are hungry, but when you see a dog and like their coat is like, the fur is like falling out and stuff, they're malnutrition. That breaks my heart to see dogs suffering like that. It's just because a whole bunch of dogs are mating basically, and then nobody's really caring for them. So yeah, the street dogs, they don't bother you. They don't even really get close enough to even sniff you. The only thing I've ever noticed is if I have a bag of something, it doesn't even have to be food. They may grab, it's like they know the bag might potentially have food in it, so they sometimes smell that. But no, they don't bother you. And quite honestly, when I was here in Dumaguete, when I first got here in July 2024, it seems like there was a lot more dogs here. And then when I was living in Bacolod for 4 months, got to experience that. And then I came back here, it seemed like there were less dogs here. And one of the couple of people I've talked to, I said, am I crazy or is there less dogs here? And they said, no, you're not crazy. They think they've been, dog catchers, whatever. Maybe they're rounding them up or whatever. Maybe they realize there's just too many or something like that. I don't see as many dogs as I did before. Don C says, good vibes. Of course, always good vibes with me. I choose to be happy, and quite honestly, I am happy. I don't have to fake it. But we're going past this gas station, so I'll give a gas update because I know some people are interested in that. Again, I don't have to worry about gasoline because everything I do is walking. I'm living here in Dumaguete. You're situated in a situation where it's very easy and convenient to get around walking. I walk more probably than the average person. Some people think I'm crazy, and I'm walking in probably the hottest time of the day, but this sign here is usually the one. I'll try and zoom in on it here. I would assume this is updated. I don't know, but that's what it's showing right now. So diesel max 118, turbo diesel 121, extra advanced 94, XCS 9680. So that's where, whoops, trying to make that smaller. So that's where we're at on the gas, if that means anything. Linda Mon says you're awesome. I appreciate that. I'm humble because you guys are all here with me. I don't need the compliments. You guys deserve the compliments, not me. You guys just even make this even more worthwhile. As I always say, I'd be out here walking regardless, and I have to remember to go a little slower because I don't want to bounce around. Somebody will say I'm making them seasick. Middle says, but that's if you stay in one place, a small studio, and I would buy a used scooter. Middle, I agree with you. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna get one. I never realized how inexpensive, for me, by my standards, a scooter was here, even a new one. I was thinking the Honda Click, there's a Honda Fazio, just like your basic scooters, automatic. I was thinking they were around, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000. I didn't know. I was just guessing. And then my friend, which this is, what is this one? I don't know, Yamaha Kawasaki here. But I was thinking, if I see one, new one, but I was thinking they were going to basically be $4,000 to $5,000. And the one friend I talked to, he said, no, you can get a brand new one of these Honda Fazio or something like that for 92,000 pesos. Well, that's a little over $1,000. It's not cheap, but it's certainly a lot lower than I thought the price would be for a motorbike here. So then I'm thinking, man, only slightly over $1,000, depending on the value of the dollar. I was like, this is much better than I anticipated. I didn't realize that. Middle says decent used 125 cc for 3K USD. So that 125 cc must be a heck of a lot better than these Honda Clicks, I guess, for a power motor purpose. Because like I said, new ones were like 92,000 for a Fazio or maybe a Click. I even think the Click was maybe 82,000 pesos new, but I could be wrong. I just remember they were kind of throwing it at me, and I was like, wow, that's only like over 1,000. I just didn't think they'd be that. I thought they were more expensive. Linda said sometimes the walking and film causes a little seasick. My apologies, Linda. It's because I don't have my gimbal today. I'm giving myself a little bit of a break. I'll have to consciously keep in my mind that I'm not using the gimbal. See this white motorbike? That's a Fazio. That one right there. That one they said brand new is 92,000 pesos, which when I looked at it was like 1,400 or something like that. But no offense there, Linda. It's all good. Michelle says, if you are just joining us, thank you and welcome. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. And sorry for like I said, the bouncing. I'm just holding the phone in my hand. Gimbal-less, gimbal-free. Just kind of giving myself a little bit of a break. Holding the gimbal sometimes, you know, in your hand, and it just kind of, it's not always the most comfortable. I'm not saying holding my phone is the most comfortable either. But sometimes to switch it up, it's not too bad. Maybe we'll go towards the coconut water, maybe. Is the gas prices per liter? Yes, Chief, it's per liter. Definitely per liter. John says, had a Honda ST90 once. Barn find looks like what you need there. Yeah, like I said, as long as it runs and I don't have any issues, I don't want to be, I certainly would prefer to get a used one and save some money. I just don't want to have it for like a month and end up having to go to some mechanic shop for something like after a month of owning it. Yeah, Linda Mon says, I get it, it's kind of like working film. It can be. I think when I have it turned towards me, because when I rewatch little segments of the live stream, I see when the camera's on me, even when I'm holding it, it's less shaking. So, but I don't think you guys always want to look at my face. Watching from the Philippines, says Lee Cabs. Welcome, Lee Cabs. What part of the Philippines are you from? I'm in Dumaguete. I'm in Dumaguete, Negros Oriental. Che is sick, actually. She's not feeling good. She's got congestion going on, kind of like sinus pressure and this and that. She's just resting. I told her you need to stay home and get rest. Colds can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, no matter where you're at. I've gotten a cold here before. I usually don't get sick that often. I think anything I've gotten since I've been here in the Philippines is just because I'm being exposed to something different, climate, different allergies, maybe different viruses, maybe whatever, you know, that I didn't experience in the US. So when I would get sick or a sinus or ears clogged, I didn't go to the doctors. I dealt with it, did all the natural, organic ways to heal myself. Fluids, rest, calamansi, juice, ginger, all that kind of stuff. I didn't go to the doctors, and I got over it. Now, did it take a little longer because I don't want antibiotics if I don't have, like, I just don't want any of that stuff. And it went away. So now my immunity, next time around, if I ever face this whatever again, my immunity, natural immunity, should recognize that. And maybe it won't be as bad the next time around. But yeah, it probably took me, the ear clogging was the worst, especially when both my ears were clogged. I couldn't hear. So I just waited till vitamin C, calamansi juice with coconut water. But yeah, it took a month. But once one of the ears cleared out, it's just congestion, it's just drainage from your head, in your ears, your throat, everything's connected. I just let it run its cycle, and I got over it. It took probably, I don't know, close to a month till I felt normal. I wouldn't say I felt like crap for a month, but yeah, I did it the hard way. But to me, I'd just more interested in that. Medicine, sometimes it can temporarily make you feel good, but I don't know if it's necessarily helping get rid of it. I just kind of let my body figure it out on its own, kind of thing. Calamansi juice and coconut juice. Yeah, you put them two together, Jay, and a little bit of raw honey. Oh, it's banging. It's so good. I'm getting close to the coconut water place because I made sure I brought enough change to get coconut water. Looks like gas in Manila is about 100 pesos per liter. Yeah, and again, it stinks, and it's you know, you feel bad that people have to go through this, but we've gone through stuff like this similar before. Obviously, I wasn't here in the Philippines, but it'll go back. I believe that anyway. Where are my coconut friends? I only see two of them. They're not here. Wow. Mayong Muto. All right. Thank you. Middle says price of rice is spiking. Yeah, I'm sure everything is. That's typical. You know, everything kind of goes up. Xbox, you need to take a walk with me if you want sourdough bread. As long as you tell me ahead of time, you can get it. Lee Cab says, actually, I'm from Cebu, but I'm leaving at Manila right now. Have an amazing day. Lee Cabs, make sure you come back again. Don't be a stranger. Nice meeting you, and I appreciate you hanging out with us. Appreciate it very much. This one's a big one, Jay. Thank you. This one's a big one. So apologize for me taking time to drink this. I'll chug this as quickly as I can. Shelby says, how's the food? Shelby Woods, you mean Philippine food or like Western-like food? I think the food's just fine here. I mean, overall. Philippine food obviously is the best because that's what they, obviously, is the main cuisine here. But I like everything. Robert Miller, now, third world, I don't know if I'd necessarily say that. I could say, I mean, you know what though, Robert? I could say I've been to sections of the United States where I'm from that look like a third world country too. Yes, heavy. But again, Robert, like, what are you looking for? I mean, again, I don't come to the Philippines. I don't know. Where are you from, Robert? Where are you from? Because if you're from the U.S. and you want to come to the Philippines and you just want the Philippines to look like the U.S., well, I don't get the point of coming here, if that's what you're asking. I'd rather stay where I'm at. If you try to come to a country and you want all the conveniences of where you come from, I don't know, I would probably, for me, I would stay home. I wouldn't be here. Mr. Boston says, welcome to Nigeria. Maybe you're from Nigeria. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. And I'm drinking some fresh coconut water. Kamlesh Patel. Yeah, I'm in Dumaguete, but I'm from the United States. Lee Cap says, yeah, new subscriber here. Thank you, dear host. Enjoy staying here in the Philippines, and God bless. God bless you too, Lee Cabs. Andy Manafort says, hey, dude. Whoops, sorry about that. It's hard for me to hold my phone and drink this coconut water, but welcome, Andy. I know how I felt when I left Dumaguete. Man, that's loud, that grinder. I know how I felt when I left Dumaguete and went back to the States. I couldn't wait to come back. Just finishing my coconut water. I'll be done shortly. Mayung, I guess it's hapon. Now it's hapon because it's 1 o'clock. Andy Manafort says Cebu is just across Cebu from where I'm at. Yeah, you're very close to Dumaguete. You're a boat ride away from Dumaguete. Xbox says, I feel like all these trolls are jealous. All that sunshine, amazing people. Can't find that in North America. Yeah, I'm sure there are people that, you know, just want to hate on people's happiness. I don't really care. Yeah, John. Meanwhile, North America frozen. Remy Farson. I don't get into politics, but no, he's not in the... I'm not even getting into it. He's fine. This intersection is where I... This is, what is the actual street? It's always hard to find street names around here. Dr. Red Taco could probably tell you the street because he's always more familiar with where I'm at. I don't know this street because there's no street signs. If there is, it might be down the road. Dumaguete, Philippines, Capybara. Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Drinking my fresh buku juice, coconut water. Okay, I'm done now. All right, thank you. Amping, take care. Those of us guys must be new. They didn't really recognize me other than the guy that worked in the cash register. Andy says Philippines is a lovely country. Been in the States for a few years, but never enjoyed an immigrant calif, bro. I'm not sure what that meant. Yeah, Lee Cabs, the coconut water was good. I also always point this out. Everybody loves these donuts here. This J. Lazala's cream donuts. I don't eat a lot of donuts just because I just don't eat a lot of stuff like that. But I did try one. They're very tiny. And I figured I'd walk 10 miles so I can have a donut. Wee Lou says, visit Silliman. One of these days, maybe it's like towards the end of my stream, I'm gonna go down through Silliman and not worry about maybe losing a signal. For whatever reason, for as long as I've been here, every time I've gone through Silliman College, I don't know if it's because of all the trees or because of the cable lines interference, something just disrupts the signal. But yeah, like I tell people, you can't walk very far and you're not gonna like bread, donuts. There's always gonna be something like to eat. I think that's torta. These are one of my favorites. It's like a muffin. I think that's torta or binca. They call it torta or binca, I think. That's like one of my favorite things to eat when I cheat. Like that's my donut is a torta. Yeah, they are good. Like, well, I haven't tried all of them. Some of it's just bread. What is it? Pandasol. Yeah, once in a while. I prefer sourdough bread. Anybody that knows me, I usually just eat sourdough bread. I'm trying to find this coffee shop that I went to the other day with Jerome. It's very good. I think it's down this way. But like I said, there's always food, fruit. I mean, you can't go anywhere. You're not going to go hungry around here. Now, I don't know if all the food options here is something that's a favorite of everybody's, but there's always plenty of eggs, plenty of chicken. I've never had Crispy King chicken. I never ate there. I don't think so. But a lot of people like it. Andy said, Castaway Drift, have a great day in Dumaguete. Enjoy the country, dude. Andy Manford, thank you very much. And don't be a stranger. I tell everybody, if you're new to the channel and you like it and you just want to support my journey and my happiness, you know, what can I say, inspirations here being in the Philippines, subscribe. If you don't like it, then you unsubscribe. Give me a like. Like I always take thumbs up. It just helps my channel grow. And like I said, the most satisfying thing for me is just sharing my happiness. And I always say happiness is a choice. This Central Arcade place right here, you go in there, it's like a little plaza. Cell phone cases, weights for people that need weights and stuff. They got a lot of stuff in there, that Central Arcade. Just wanted to point that out. I've been there on several occasions to buy little knick-knack things. Says, hi, you're doing live performance again today. Yes, I am. I'm always Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Shelby Wood says, you're a good guy. Why are you named Castaway? A unique little story behind that. Before I came up with the name Castaway Drift, my channel was called Something Simple. That was temporary, and I needed to come up with something simple. Haha, no pun intended. But hold on, maybe it's up here. I think that coffee shop's up here. And I wanted something unique. And Castaway, most people are on islands or something like that. So I kind of like the name Castaway. And then I just wanted to drift on with my life, like a piece of driftwood just floating in the ocean or down a stream or whatever it may be. So that's kind of how I came up with the name. Castaway Drift. I'm not a castaway by any stretch. because people would say, "Are you a castaway from where you're from?" I'm like, "No." And nobody else had that name, Castaway Drift. So it's very unique to me. I just want to drift through life. I'm on an island. This is the cafe the first time I was at the other day with my friend Jerome. It's really good. It's small, but it's a nice coffee shop right here, Mulat Cafe. Just to let you guys know, that's another, there's plenty of coffee shops all over Dumaguete. Sometimes I said to my Filipino friend Jerome, I just wonder how they all like survive and stay in business, but they do. I don't really see too many places closed down here, like shut down. Something owe you pay cash. Shelby, I'm kind of confused. Joe Flynn says, better escape Australia before we run out of fuel. I'm just gonna, like I said, I don't talk politics much. I have my views, I have my opinions, and I also have my very dependable, reliable information on the situation. I don't talk about it just because, you know what? All it does is just cause disagreements, arguing. And when I see topics of discussion divide people in any way, I don't like that. And I just want to get along with everybody and everybody to be happy. I know that's probably next to impossible, but I'm hopeful. I'm just hopeful that, you know, that's not the end all be all. So I think we'll be fine when it comes to all that fuel. We'll be fine. We've seen this before. Actually, we've seen worse than this before. But that's just me. I know a lot of us can agree to disagree on a lot of things, and that's okay. I choose to keep more of a positive mindset, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not. Same turkey. You made me laugh. That was good. Xbox says, I wish you all the best in Australia. And I do too. I wish everybody the best everywhere. But put your faith in something. Focus on that. Do the best you can. One way or another, I believe you'll find a way. I think we always do. At least I think that way. I'm going to go down this way now. So you're on Loxton Street. Thank you, Nihal. I think you're right. You are right. And I appreciate you, Nihal, because you are like Dr. Red Taco. You're my wingman. You're my GPS, live GPS. Do a flip. You know what? I can't do a flip. I've done push-ups on a live stream, but I'm not going to do them right now. I always like telling this story now because I was not humiliated, but it was a good joke. Long story short, not that long ago, I did an evening live stream. And his name was like something Troll. He was called Troll. And he said, hey, I'll give you $20 if you get down on the sidewalk right now and do 20 push-ups. And I said, no. I said, I got to see the money first before I do anything. Not that it's all about money, but I'm like, I know I would live up to my end of the deal. But so he's like, okay. So he sends me 20 and it looks like $20, except it was in another currency. Well, when I found out what currency it was actually 22 cents. But it was funny. I wasn't upset. I was just like, and that's how I've changed being here in the Philippines, although that's one small example. Like, nothing bothers me really anymore. You guys let me know if I'm back. Nihal says, you are brave, you are focused, and you have means, so you are free. That's the way I feel. But let me know if before I say any more, because I'll probably be talking to myself. Let me know when and if I'm back. Just let me know. I apologize. That little section, I don't know what. But whenever somebody sees me or hears me, just say, Michael, you're good. Because I don't want to, oh, you are back, dude. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's why someone like you, Andy, I'm going to take care of you right now. Now you're blue, Andy, because what you just did is what moderators do. They let me know if the signal's good or the audio's bad or video's bad, or you take care of troublemakers, negative Nancy's that show up. Philip is here. Hello, Philip. Welcome. I'm glad I'm back here. I apologize for the little bit of tech difficulties, but it was quick. It fixed itself. How are you doing? Where'd it go? Ni hao. Oh, Philip. I was going to say, Philip, how you doing, my friend? How's everything? And hey, just so you know, Philip, I did get your message on Instagram. I did see you on Instagram, and I replied to you, friended you back. I'm pretty sure I did. Just to let you know, I reached out to you on Instagram. Lee Cab says it's okay. Sometimes you're lagging. Yeah, it happens. But let me flip the screen. I'm going towards the water. Can you drop me off at the bar? Chief, you know what? I think you would really like this place I'm coming up onto. And let me know if the wind's all right. They usually say if the wind's in my face, it doesn't affect the sound. I guess they say if the wind's at your back is when it's bad. So the wind is kind of in my face, but it feels good to me. Random Life. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, Random Life. Dumaguete, Philippines. Was just walking through the city, and now I'm walking towards the water. But Chief, I want to show you this place. When I first saw it, and you might have seen a previous live stream I did on this, there's this place called the Pink Taco. And I was thinking Mexican food because I'm a big fan of Mexican food. Okay, Philip, thank you very much. I was just making sure you were aware. I don't usually get on Instagram a lot, but now I'm starting to get more people. I'm starting to get more friends on Instagram. But see, this Pink Taco, Chief, well, I'm thinking Mexican food. Well, here's the kicker. They do have, it's not open right now, but they do have Mexican food here, but it's more of a bar. And you can't even see in there right now, but it's like more of a bar. So you would like it, Chief, because the women that work in there are beautiful. Actually, I think all Filipinos are beautiful, but you would like it. And then you can buy whatever, and then you get tacos with your food, if you like tacos. But that would be, I thought of you, Chief. I mean, this is all along where you'd like. You go from the Pink Taco to the Honeycomb to the next bar. Why not? Yeah, you'd be happy right here, Chief. This could be your stomping grounds here in Dumaguete. Annie says, Mayong hapon means good afternoon. Exactly. I'm learning stuff slowly but surely. I like learning the language little by little. Adto Usa Ko. Adto Usa Ko means I'm going now. That's what I titled the live stream. I'm going for a walk. Adto Usa Ko. Pan Rao Glamic says, how expensive? I guess it's not very expensive for rentals and apartments here. That's probably the biggest perk and benefit of living here in the Philippines. If you watch my apartment video, I pay $400 a month. I know I could find cheaper, just as nice, and maybe bigger for that price and less. So check out that apartment video. It would give you an idea. And, yes, this is called the Boulevard, the Rizal Boulevard, R-I-Z-A-L, Rizal Boulevard. And this gets packed. Once the sun starts going down over that way, people start to come out and they're walking, exercising all through here. Tons of people, one of the best places for socializing. If you're interested in meeting a Filipina, come to the Boulevard. If you're interested in meeting a Filipino, come to the Boulevard. There's karaoke, there's vendors that set up, you know, they'll all be set here. As it gets darker and cools off, things start start to pick up here on the Boulevard. But this is one of my favorite places to go. This is why I like coming here, because it's relaxing, because I love the ocean. You got the port there, the fast boat, the ocean jets that are right under my finger, above my finger. Sikihor Island's right over there, 40 minutes away. Cebu is in the background there. And then you go through the Bohol Sea, you can go to Bohol, 2-hour boat ride, I think. There's just so much to see through here. And it's beautiful. I mean, very relaxing. You need a motorcycle if you live in Dumaguete. I guess I can agree and not agree with that. I guess you definitely would need, like if I wasn't walking and I was, I guess the word would be lazy and I didn't like to walk, yeah, I would need a motorbike to get around, or I'd need to ride a tricycle all the time. But for me, I love walking. Dumaguete is very conveniently compact, small, very easy to get around. Everything's very accessible. Like I said, the port's only right down there. You know, like, you know, you got the city, I call it a town. Everything's so easy to get to walking. It's just a matter of, do you want to walk or you want to ride a motorbike? It's easier for me to walk, not only because I enjoy it, but I don't need to worry about parking a motorbike. I don't need to worry about finding a parking spot, because you know how parking is here in the Philippines. It's not that conveniently easy, accessible to get a parking space. I don't need to waste time trying to find a spot. And no matter how late at night it gets, I just walk. Nihal says, Dumaguete government is making, you know, Nihal, I need to take care of you too. I'm surprised I don't have you as a moderator. There you go, Nihal. Congratulations, you're blue. But you said government is making improvements to the infrastructure constantly. Yeah, I agree. I've seen improvements. You see things going up. The only building that's been like that one there, as long as I've come here, it was something they started a long time ago, but I don't know what it was going to be. But it came to a halt. There's like, you know, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it's been like that for a long time. Ubike, oh, I see you here. My son is coming in April to study in Tanhai City. Yeah, I've been to Tanhai. Tanhai is nice. It's not, I mean, I really haven't been anywhere that I just didn't like. I've just been, Dumaguete just has a better vibe here for me. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. Dumaguete just has a vibe that I enjoy. Panra says, hey Michael, you seem to sound like slightly like President Trump. Could you try and mimic? I cannot mimic. You actually think I sound like, I never ever even heard that. No, I couldn't mimic him. Hey, Mayung Hapon. I couldn't even mimic him. I know people that can do them really good though, especially the way end sentences. Could you just? I wouldn't even try it. I've never even tried it. I didn't think I sounded anything, but I appreciate it. Chief says, if you're looking for a positive family channel, please subscribe. Thank you, Chief. Hey, Mayung Hapon. Nihal says, thank you, Michael. No problem. You earned it. I'm surprised I didn't do it sooner. Please like and subscribe, says Ubek. I want to be able to pronounce that your whole name right. And I always feel like you need to give me something. I could say Ibu for short. But I appreciate you being here. Let me see. Go back a little, kind of caught up. Thank you. Lee Cab says, yeah, Dumaguete is a beautiful place. I love it here. I'm happy. Hey, you look really smart and intelligently mature. Part of life. You learn stuff as life goes on. Like, you know, I feel like I'm constantly a sponge. I try to learn as much as I can. I'm sure some things go in one ear and out the other. I'm not perfect. I don't remember everything. I guess the things that stick with you, I guess, are the ones that maybe mean the most, and that's why you don't forget it. But I appreciate that. Lee Cab says, good morning is good noon, good afternoon is good evening, and is good evening, haha. Yeah, it's like I learned all that, like Mayung Buntag in the morning, Mayung Muto at 12 to 1, Mayung Hapon from 1 until it gets dark, and then Mayung Gabi. You're welcome is Walai Sapayan. Thank you is Salamat. Obviously, Guapo Guapa. We all know what that means. Adto Usa Ko is I'm going now. Yeah, I like learning all sorts of new stuff. Gambit says, what's up? What's up, Gambit? I'm great. Happy Wednesday, hump day in Dumaguete, Philippines. It's a warm one. It's a warm one, but I'm not complaining. I'm liking it and loving it. But thank you for being here, Gambit. Henry Broussard is here. He says, we're doing the day. I hope we're having a great day. Henry, I'm always having a good day. The only time you may think to yourself, Michael's not having a good day, is if for some reason I can't, I don't show up for a scheduled live stream, or if I'm on the live stream and I just don't seem like myself, chances are I'd probably just, I don't know, under the weather or something like that. That's when you notice if my mood is different, there's something definitely going on. But every day I wake up happy to be alive here in the Philippines. Every day, never a dull moment. Yes, I'm walking past Quezon Park. A couple of the street food vendors here. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Pan Ra Glamek. I'm just calling you Pan. Michael, I make ebooks as a digital librarian. Also making diorama mini models and am reshooting of old songs, Hindi, Bollywood songs, using lookalikes of actors and actresses. Wow, that sounds like you're very, I don't know, tech savvy to do all that. I don't think I could do all that. Faye says, so clean. Philippines is an underrated country. I agree, Faze. And the streets are cleaner, what people, say. I mean, aren't there some places, locations that could be a little cleaner? Of course. I could say that about everywhere I've ever been in my life, including the United States. There's always places that could be cleaner. But it's so easy. It's funny when people refer to here as like, sorry, I'm sweating, like a third world country or whatever. I don't know. I guess I don't really know what a third world country is. Is it different here and things are like maybe very 1980s like? Of course, but it's okay. I remember people always say, Michael, what was the best time of your life? And I like the 80s. I thought the 80s were awesome. My name is Ashish Rao. Thank you, Ashish Rao, and I apologize if I said your name wrong. Pronunciation, I'm not always the best, but I try my best, and I appreciate you being here, Ashish Rao. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to Doom. Where did you tell me where you're from, Ashish? I'm sorry if you did. I'm trying to squeeze in between here. Like I said, you kind of create the least path of resistance trying to get around here, and it's okay. Although it looks chaotic or I don't know, dangerous. It's all good. What are your plans for the day? After my live stream, probably take a big water break, maybe add a little bit of coffee, and then finish out my walking to get my total miles in. That's one thing. Stop at the store to get some lozenges like for Che, for her sinuses, to help her breathe a little easier. Maybe get a snack, maybe barbecued chicken breast on a stick and some rice or something simple. Not anything all too extravagant. Other than that, just enjoy the day. Listen to some music and just enjoy being happy in my life. No, Michael, you are on spot in the pronunciation. I am from Dubai, a small temple town in southwest India. Well, I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad that I was able to be correct on the pronunciation of your name. Yeah, full meals, enjoy it soon, dear Hurst. Yeah, I usually go Lee Cabs. I usually do my live streams for like 2 hours. Sometimes a little shorter than 2 hours, but for the most part, I usually do 2 hours on my live streams. It's a good amount of time for me, and allows kind of like, when I look at it like from East Coast, West Coast in the United States, you know, obviously East Coast and West Coast are like 3 hours apart. So I kind of try to get the best of both worlds on both sides of the coast. And no matter where you're at in the world, I appreciate anybody that comes here. There's Che, there's the girlfriend. She's here. The one that's not feeling very well. Uh-oh, Chief said, go back to my comment. Hold on, Chief. She says, I don't know how far my prayers go, but tell Miss Che you prayed for her. She saw it. I'm sure she saw it. I appreciate that, Chief. I appreciate that. It's so much fun seeing a country like this, free of cost, no aeroplane ticket expenditure. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy all the time. And like I said, it's you guys that make it extra special here. I'm in the shade a little bit, so this is kind of giving me a cool off break. What else? Dr. Red said, hello, what? I don't know what you meant by that. Oh, we got Peepo. I'm going to go back to some comments. Peepo Khan says, greetings from Mauritius, Paradise Island, Gondolin. I apologize if I pronounced any of that wrong, incorrectly. That was a challenge for me. I welcome you, though, Peepo Khan. Beyond Hashi says hello. Panra Gulamak says, are you on a vegetarian diet and all that, Michael? I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm very, very picky about what I eat. Clean, healthy. Like I always say, for me, what I do to keep my health is I could probably even do better and more optimum. I could do more. Exercise first and foremost, lots of walking. And then my diet. I try to stay away from processed sugar at all costs. Use natural sweeteners. Just eat good, eat a lot of eggs. I love eggs. I eat eggs. Most nutrient dense food in the world. Eggs, beef, chicken, fish. I don't eat a lot of bread. The only bread I consume is sourdough bread because there's a lot of nutritional benefits from sourdough bread. You can research sourdough bread. There's natural enzymes in it. It's very gut friendly. Yeah, there's a lot of health benefits from sourdough. And it actually tastes really good. They make sourdough pizza now. I don't eat pizza all the time, but they do make sourdough pizza. They obviously have the sourdough bread, different types of sourdough. You can get jalapeno cheddar sourdough bread. You can get like a multi-grain with like chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, all sorts of stuff. You can't, in my opinion, sourdough is the best bread that you can actually eat. Kayla's here, says, hello, nice to see you. Been missing your videos lately. Kayla, just by the fact that you're here now, that's great. I know not everybody can get here whenever they want, and you guys all do your best, and I appreciate, believe me, beyond anything that you can imagine, the support that you guys always give me. I couldn't do it without you. Again, I know you guys always like to thank me, But I need to thank you. It's not all about me. I'm just one man's opinion, one man's feelings, one man's inspirations and happiness. Just all out in happy, positive vibes every day. But that's where I'll go later. I'll go to Mercury Drug. Not that I'm buying really medicine. It's just like a kind of like a natural, something just to clear up Chase sinuses. I'll be going. There's many of these in the Philippines. But that's usually where I go. Kayla says you're amazing. Again, you guys are amazing, not me. I'm not good with compliments anyway. I always like the fruit. I say this all the time, but you can smell, it just smells so good, all the fruit. Some fruit I never heard of before. Even simple like bananas, and I know I say this all the time, but I never realized there were so many banana types until I came to the Philippines. I always thought there was just one kind of banana and that's it, and then there's plantain that looks like banana, but it's not. There's like so many variations of bananas here. Pan says, I am doing lots of research on nutrition these days. I just bought chia seeds. Chia seeds are awesome. They are awesome. And also started learning about gut health, which has become quite fad on Insta. Exactly, Pan. A lot of people have gut issues right now. It's not like this thing has been going on forever. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but it all became more common, people having gut and stomach issues because of what they're eating. There's stuff that's in certain foods that causes these problems. I'm not going to get into this whole health spew now because I don't want to bore people, but we have two brains, one here and one in our gut. If one of them's not working right, you're going to have problems. And you certainly don't want to lose the ability to have your brain work. You need certain foods in your diet to have your brain continue to work optimal and function properly. I know people sometimes don't understand it. Well, how do you feed your brains? This one woman said to me, I always remember this story. I was trying to explain to her about health and breathing through your nose, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I said, well, if people get Alzheimer's or this stuff, their brain's not working right, dementia, I'm like, well, you're probably not getting certain foods in your diet either. And she's like, what do you mean? You eat food and you don't feed your brain? Like, she was just convinced you don't feed your brain. I said, all right, if you want to go by that philosophy, that's fine. You can't feed your brain. I said, but go drink some alcohol and then tell me how your brain feels. I mean, you do feed your brain. So exercise, breathing. I mean, obviously I'm not walking as fast as I normally do. I walk a little faster. I don't jog, but I walk fast enough to, have some breathing through your nose. Research, like you'll see it, and then just test yourself, and then you'll know for yourself when it comes to health and diet and exercise. And I mean, I don't know. I'm 55. I'm 55 years of age. I don't know what a 55-year-old man is supposed to look like, feel like, or whatever. I just know how I feel at 55, soon to be 56, and I feel really good. I don't have any inflammation. I don't wake up sore. I don't have achy joints. I don't have any of that stuff. Or wake up in the morning, go to get out of bed and feel all stiff like some people. I don't have any of that. Could be as simple as getting magnesium glycinate into your diet, and not necessarily through food, through supplement. That removes a lot of inflammation. Magnesium glycinate, but look it up. It's one of the number one deficiencies in all people all over the world, magnesium glycinate. But anyway, I'm not going to keep spewing about health. I'm going to go towards the water again. Hey, yes, going back to the 80s, if you remember movie Herbie Goes Bananas. Oh yeah, I remember all the Herbie movies. Maybe it was shot at Philippines, can't remember though. I don't know where that was shot, but I loved all the Herbie movies, the little Volkswagen Beetle Bug or whatever it was called. I did love those movies as a kid. Shoot, can't see. Someone says, for sure, I'm a part time Diet Coke addict from working night shift. Unfortunately, it messes up the biobalance in your intestines. Yeah, the gut, the good and the bad bacteria in your gut. Yeah, there's a lot. Now, I'll be honest with you though. I occasionally do have, very rarely, when everybody else is celebrating with alcohol or whatever they're drinking to celebrate someone's birthday or something like that, I'll occasionally have a Coke Zero. But like rarely. That's about as far as I go. Like my gut health is so good right now. I don't want to do anything to disrupt it. I consume gut-friendly mushroom coffee that tastes like coffee. Has collagen in it. It's good for skin, hair, nails, all that stuff. I could talk forever about things that I eat and don't eat, and things that soap I use without any chemicals in it, and deodorant without aluminum in it. I could go on and on about that. We got, looks like Jenilyn Libra says, hello, how are you? Hello, Jenilyn Libra, or Libre. My name is Michael from the United States, living in Dumaguete, Philippines, abroad here on a tourist visa. What else can I say about the Philippines? Other than the fact that I love it here and I love the people here in the Philippines. When you're here as a guest in the Philippines, and I don't know why you would be any other way, but when you're here, always remember that you're a visitor and a guest here. And I know it sounds like I'm, I don't know, reading an ad, but you should always just be nice to people, be respectful. You're a guest here, and you'll have a lot of fun. You'll enjoy yourself here. You won't have any issues. I only know one way is just to treat others the way I want to be treated in return, but I always want to remind people of that, because some people, foreigners, expats, visitors, sometimes, I don't know. I think they think they're up here and everybody else is down below them. I'm like, why you gotta act like that? I don't know. Leave that stuff at home, wherever you came from. We're all people. Nobody's, I don't know, just the self-entitlement kind of thing. That's probably the biggest thing that bothers me about the Philippines, is people with this, I don't know, bigger than God mentality over the local Philippine people. That kind of bothers me. But back to happiness. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to try and cross this road here back to the water, because we're getting on 100 minutes, maybe 20 more minutes with me, if you guys can even tolerate it. Any mosquitoes there? Don, you know what? I jinxed myself the other day in regards to mosquitoes. I don't really notice all that many mosquitoes. When I first came to the Philippines, I'm gonna just assume my blood was fresh here and the Philippine mosquitoes didn't know me yet. Now, it wasn't cologne or anything that I was wearing, but I remember right around my ankles, like, you know, ankle socks, I was getting bit. Not a lot, but more than usual. And the mosquitoes here, they kind of remind me of the mosquitoes in Florida. When you get bit, it's real itchy, and then you scratch it, and then you got that, I forget what they say, it escapes me, the clear gel looking stuff, and it hardens, and it just takes several days for the mosquito bites to go away. I had that experience when I first got here, and then it went away. And then someone asked me about mosquitoes the other day, and I was like, no, mosquitoes, you know, they're not bad. I've been bitten a while. And then later that evening, I got bit up all around my ankles, so it was kind of funny. But for the most part, I would say the mosquitoes are significantly less than what I thought. I'd say the one bug that's here that can be somewhat annoying, depending on where you're at, is flies. Although flies don't, I guess a horse fly bites you, but the average half fly or whatever, they're just like, wherever, if you're standing still and there's no breeze, they're like all over your legs. And I don't know what it is, but flies are just annoying. Kind of reminds me of gnats in Pennsylvania, when you'd have that time of the year when gnats were just like really annoying. I just like the water. Look at that. Just got bit in Thailand too. Sabe. Michael, back at Pantawan People's Park, Seaside, Dumaguete. Yep. Rizal Boulevard. And then we have the old Dr. Rizal statue over there. I can walk over there if anybody wants me to, but this is where I hang out sometimes. When I take my breaks from my walks and I just need to feel comfortable with a break, this is where I come. You know, you see it's just like, wow, right over there, Sikihor, another island. Right over there, Cebu, another island. And well, way beyond there in the Bohol Sea, you got obviously Bohol. But this place will be loaded later this evening with people. And I like being around people. Sometimes people get annoyed, like the tourists and stuff like that, but I actually like it. Yeah, the water is nice. It's calmer. Like I said, the breeze feels good to me. It might not sound good to you, but amazing water. Lee says, speaking of, I remember my ex when he was visiting me here. He's annoying about the mosquitoes everywhere he goes. Mosquitoes follows him. Haha. Channel Junior says hello. Pan says, wow, what happened? Water is so clear. Yeah, when it's not wavy, you can just see to the bottom. But it's, yeah, so peaceful here. So peaceful here. I mean, coming here every day is peace. Nihal says, it is said that those with blood type O are an attraction to mosquitoes. And again, I rarely get bit. But it was just funny. I jinxed myself the other day and then saying that I only ever got bit up when I first got here in July of 2024, which was only a little bit. And then I got bit up 4 days ago, whatever it was. Yeah, it just looks nice. It's so relaxing. I like when the sun's shining right on it. Like I said, there's rocks in there. That's just to slow down the power of the wave and the seawall here. Because these walls do take a beating, and they do at times need maintenance. I mean, you can even see like the little bit of cracking like up under right here. You can see like right here, slowly, because the wave comes up and under and smacks it good. But yeah, it's beautiful here. Jeff Johnson says, hello. Yeah, Mike, hope all is well. I'm great, Jeff Johnson, and appreciate you being here. Oh, but it's just like I said, I'll show you the Rizal if anybody cares, but I'll walk over here. I appreciate, again, as I walk over here, face to face, man to man, man to woman, whatever. Appreciate you guys always supported me. I have to always remember to say that because it's important. Not only is it something I should do and the way I was raised, respect, and just always simply saying thank you. So that's who I am because of my mother and father, basically. And you guys deserve to hear that. Some of you guys come in during my live streams and stay the whole time, which is a blessing. Let me flip this. If it wants to flip, because my hand, the problem with this is like it gets, oops, I don't know what I just did. I didn't want to do that. All right, there we go. Yeah, Dr. Jose, I guess, Rizal, June 19th, 1861 to 1896. I remember when they were building this. I was here before any of this was even here. So I was kind of here for all this, putting this all up. They did have their flag on there, but I think it just weakened and ripped. But yep. I haven't stayed the whole time, but I'm still here. Tennessee K-Man, I appreciate you. Hello. Maybe, I'm not sure if this is your first time, but I hope it's not your last time. Again, all you're gonna get from me is the Philippines through the eyes of Michael. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the energy from me, how I feel. I'm not saying you or anybody else, if you ever come here and sight unseen, never been here before, would feel the same as me. But you never know until you try. Best decision I ever made. Again, 55, soon to be 56. If I was still in the States, I'd still be working. And I would be going into year number 56, still working if I was still in the States. But the reason I came here is not ultimately because of the living situation. I learned that after the fact. When I was looking into the Philippines, I actually was just looking for my future retirement, probably in my early 50s or early 60s, I should say, to retire. So I was like, where are warm weather locations in the world that I can go to maybe when I retire and live somewhere where the climate is like summertime all year round? Well, that was here. So, the Philippines came up in my search. And the more I learned about the Philippines, I was like, okay. And then for all the new people, I said, hey, I'm going to come here for 2 months. Came here, actually extended way beyond 2 months from July of 2024, and I stayed until March of 2025. So that tells you how I was impacted and how much I liked it here. And I had the opportunity financially and the time to be able to be here that long also. Not everybody can just get up and go. I get that. So thankful and blessed that I had the opportunity to come here when I did. And I love it here. Wow, happy 56th birthday in advance. God bless you abundantly, dear host. I appreciate that, Lee. I usually keep my birthday a secret, but I appreciate that. Rick Wallace, I'm surprised I haven't seen him. He's from Vegas. I haven't seen him in here. He loves this. He loves to show me that he remembers my birthday. Goddess Isabel Reina, is the war affecting prices? Yeah, it's affecting like gas prices that I've noticed. Maybe other areas that I haven't noticed or seen, but yeah, it's affecting the gas prices. Probably hits harder here in the Philippines than maybe some other places in the world, but yeah, it's affecting people. Michael, when is your birthday? In the month of April? Yeah, April 6th. That's the last time I'm gonna tell you. April 6th, because it's no big deal, it's just another day. But since you asked me, I told you. Do they have walnuts for the 100th time? Chief, the only place I've probably ever seen walnuts, Chief, is in Belcris. But I'd have to look again. I know they have imported cashews, I remember seeing. Maybe pecans, maybe. I'd have to look. But if you can get decent quality, organic, raw nuts, I would say Belcris, off the top of my head, here in Dumaguete. Sorry I missed it, Chief. You know me. I can get bad sometimes. Lee Cabs is laughing. Kayla says, my daughter is April 10th. Happy birthday to her. You're going to have to remind me, Kayla. Come to the live stream we'll have to see what day of the week April 10th is, if I do a live. Or when we get close. I always sing happy birthday to people. I'm not going to sing happy birthday to myself. Nihal says, my birthday's on the 9th and my son on the 11th in the month of April. Wow, April's a popular month. Sour -1 says, that's my sister's birthday. On April 6th? Hers is April 6th, if that's what you're responding to. Yes, April 6th is coming. Maybe you guys will forget. I didn't see what happens. Walnuts are very healthy. Yeah, I think a lot of nuts are really healthy. I prefer nuts, seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds are probably two of my favorite. There's this organic granola that I would get in the States, and you can order on Amazon. But unfortunately, in the Philippines, Amazon will not ship food into the Philippines. So that's a real downer for me. Oh, so that's on a Friday. So you know what that means. I do live streams on Friday. So if you're here and you remind me, maybe I'll just chill here, right here for the end of it. I try to avoid sitting under this tree. I call that the poop tree because there's usually a lot of birds that hang out there and One of the last times I was there, I got pooped on twice. But they say here in the Philippines, if someone poops on you, it's good luck. Um, I don't know if I got good luck. Let me see here. Pan says, what's the weirdest question, Michael, if you can remember on any of your lives with regards to the Philippines? The weird, well, I don't know if I would say it's the weirdest one. And again, I don't even want to really talk about it again, but it was on, it wasn't weird. It was just not like a topic. Let me see, I think the sun's in the lens. I can't see you guys, well, see the comments. I didn't want to really talk about the topic, but someone brought up about, I don't even want to bring it up. Reich says, where are you now? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, sitting here on the Boulevard. Dumaguete, Philippines, Reich. I'm from the United States, living here abroad in Dumaguete, Philippines, enjoying a beautiful walk and sharing my just beautiful early afternoon. It's 1:55 in the afternoon on Wednesday. Cost of living in Philippines not really as expensive as well. It depends actually. Well, yeah, it just depends on someone's lifestyle. How much do they want to spend? What is good enough for them? How extravagant of an apartment do you have to have? Do you need a big one? Do you need a small one? Do you need all the comforts and furnishings of like a Western style home? I don't know, big screen TV. Are you hanging, like, for me, I could, as long as I have a bed and a shower, refrigerator, and a double burner induction stove to cook, that's all I need. Because I'm never home. I don't want to be here someplace so beautiful. Even if I was living in Florida, I was never home. I was working when I lived in Florida, but if I wasn't working, where was I? At the beach, snorkeling in the ocean. Chief says, do you have all messages on? Yeah, I have them all on. I know that I'm trying to, Pan asked me what was one of the weirdest questions. We won't have to talk about it, but one of the weirdest questions that I can remember, it's not weird, it's just, someone was asking about people eating dogs here in the Philippines. I let Jerome kind of handle that question the other day. I guess there's some locations where it's happened, but I guess if you're starving and you're hungry and you don't have any options, who knows what you would have to eat. I mean, heck, we all saw that movie of that, it was like that plane that crashed in Argentina or in the mountains of somewhere in the snow. There was like a soccer team or I forget, and they had to survive and, you know, that kind of stuff. Peru, thank you, Dr. Red, there you go. So yeah, I mean, who knows, you know, what you would do if it was a matter of life and death and you had to eat to survive. So that was kind of weird. Mr. Vince, the sunsets, well, the sunrise is here in the morning, right behind actually Sikihor. It rises there, and it's amazing sunrise between 5:30 and 5:40-ish in the morning, and then obviously the sun sets behind us. But the sunrises are better here because you just have a more open view. There's more mountains behind us, so you kind of miss the true sunset, because once it goes behind the mountains, you miss it. But it is beautiful here. Hi, can you rent a place there and set up a business like hosting international? I can't, I'm really not sure about that. Especially as like a foreigner here. I know nothing about having a business here. Especially as someone like on a tourist visa and you're not a citizen. I have no idea. I mean, I'm retired, so like I don't really, you know, think about it or research it, but I'm not really sure. Pan says, hey Mike, what was your profession back in the US? My main job that I had, that I'm actually getting my pension from right now, which unfortunately, I guess after a certain year, they did away with pensions. I mean, the only retirement people have now. I work for FedEx. That's the company I work for. in the United States. I worked as a ramp agent, load master, whatever you want to call it. Europe type of management at the Harrisburg International Airport, and then 2 years I also did in Florida, at West Palm Beach, Florida. I worked out of there as well. So that's where my main job is from. So I'm thankful and blessed that I worked in a time, not only do you have 401k, but you also have a pension. Oh, Chief, God bless you, my friend. Get Miss Chase some medicine. Yeah, I'll be getting her something to make her feel better that's not completely medicine, but I appreciate you and your generosity, Chief. God bless you and your heart. You've always been like this. Thank you very, very much. I will be, after the live stream, I'm definitely gonna purchase that stuff for her. And then what I'm gonna get her. In your opinion, what is the best American state to live in? I haven't lived in all of them, so I don't know if I can really give an honest opinion on that. I love Florida, but that's just me because I'm more of a warm weather person. So I would say Florida, out of places that I've lived. I've vacationed in places, but when you vacation in places, it's a little different than living. Same with here. When I first came to the Philippines, I was vacationing here my first 2 months, and then it eventually became, I started renting an apartment and learning how to live here. It's completely different. Seeing if I could live here, and then that's what I did after my first original 2 months here in the Philippines. And then once I realized, hey, I can live here, I'm happy, then I made the choice to stay here longer, on my tourist visa. Hope that helps answer your question, Gabriel. I haven't lived in every state. I mean, my brother lived in California. He left California. He got tired of all the drama there. Goddess Isabel Reyna says, move to Florida. I'm hardly ever home, work and sleep. And see, I mean, Goddess, you don't have to tell us your age. I don't know how close you are to retirement or anything like that. When I was living in Florida, I worked too, but you know what? I was so happy. Even though I had to work, I love the idea when I get out of work, I work daylight. As soon as I got out of work, I had a change of clothes. I went right to the beach, like almost every day living in Florida. Would it have been nice and great if I wasn't working while I was living in Florida? Of course. John Vasquez is here. John, welcome, my friend. Sorry if I didn't catch you. And Gabrielle Forini, you're from Italy. I've never been to Italy. I would love to go to Italy. I will admit, I would just love to try true Italian food from Italy. True, clean, best ingredients food from Italy. Gabriel, I would love. Mexican and Italian are my top two foods, I must admit. But yeah, Gabriel, I lived in Florida, so that would probably be my best state. What's for dinner, Chief? I don't know, and I'm not even gonna let her even attempt to cook. So I'm not sure right now. She doesn't have much of an appetite, so I gotta kind of force feed her some stuff. But I'm not sure. But whatever it is, she's not cooking. She needs to rest. She doesn't have the energy for that. Maya says, you have a Filipino wife here? No, girlfriend. I'm not married. I don't recommend foreigners. Especially like for me personally, I'm in no hurry. I'm retired now. There's too many things I want to see, too many things I want to do. Che is very special to my heart, but I'm not ready to get married or even have kids. I don't know where I just take it one day at a time. Hey, you seem to be tanned quite a bit, right? Yeah, I have a Philippine, I don't know if you could call me Moreno right now, but yeah, I have, my skin adapts. Even when I lived in Florida, I had browner, like tanner skin now. For me, Caucasian white guy, I get tan. Yeah, keep my hugs to her soon. I missed something. Yes, Peru Mountain. Yeah, that was about the plane, that movie. Darwin says hello, Darwin. kind of going back here real quick. But again, John Vasquez, thank you for being here. You know me, I kind of like at the end, closing out shop towards the end. It's beautiful though. Like right now, it's just, I'm at peace. I don't know what to say. I don't need a lot in life to be happy. If I'm by the ocean and I have sunshine the majority of the year, that's good enough for me. Again, Gabrielle from Italy, appreciate you being here. I hope you come back again. Robert Rogers says hello. Mr. Vince says looks like the sunset. Yes, I did catch that one. I'm kind of going back just to see if I walnuts. My birthday. I'm way down. Gabrielle said, being European, I would like to know if America is really so polarized. Let me see here. How's the new place? My apartment's good, Sonny boy. I'm still in the same place at the marina. God says I wanted to go to Thailand 5 months, but this war canceled my plans. The video is clear and beautiful. I want to go back. Gabrielle said, be a European. I would like to know if America is really so polarized. Again, I don't talk politics a lot. I do on my own time. I have my beliefs, I have my information, I have my thoughts on a lot of things. I don't watch TV. I don't get caught up in what's on TV. There's a lot of disinformation in this world. I haven't, like I said, the last time I was in the US was from March. Well, I got home in March 18th, and then I was there until June 12th of 2025. So a lot of this other stuff that's happened, I haven't even been there for that. It's kind of hard for me to answer that question without saying more than I want to talk about, because it's just always such a touchy subject. And I just want people to, I don't know, focus on the positives. In my opinion, there's more positives in life than there are negative. So I guess that's all I'm gonna say for now. Off stream, I have plenty of conversations with people, and people know where I stand and how I feel, but that's irrelevant. I just want to be me, Michael, happy Michael, positive Michael, and stay focused on the things I can control. Alfred, yes, God is good, and God bless you. I feel the same way. Right back at you, Alfred. Edwin's shown me the coconuts. Yeah, I did have the coconut water. Lee Cab says, take care, dear host, and everyone in here. See you again next time. Lee Cabs, I appreciate you. Nice to meet you. Hope to see you again. And appreciate you staying a little longer, because I thought you had to go earlier, but you stayed, so that's good. I appreciate that. Nihal says, your video is so clear, it looks so beautiful at the waterfront. And yeah, and I got you guys stuck looking at me. Maybe, let me see. I'll walk over here. The only thing sometimes that disappoints me, and I know I've spoken about this before, I just wish people, unfortunately, in this world wouldn't throw stuff that shouldn't be in the ocean. I wish they wouldn't throw it in the ocean. That's the only thing that kind of disappoints me. But again, sometimes you just can't worry about what you can't control. You see some stuff, especially in that corner, that's not good. But nothing's perfect, right? Alfred says he's in New York. Well, welcome, Alfred. Again, I love meeting new people. Appreciate you being here. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, if you haven't caught that yet. And I'm born and raised in Pennsylvania, so not too far from you. You're in New York State, so not New York City. Many years ago, I had a girlfriend from New York City that I dated for just about 2 years. So, Chief, what are you trying to do to me? 200 likes and I'll do 200 push-ups. Boy. Alfred says, nice. So yeah, I dated somebody from New York City. I learned a lot in New York City. I still remember her address. It was 300 East 46th Street. She was right up from the United Nations building, which is funny. Some things that stick with you in life. It's kind of wild. Tejo's, you know, you're a funny guy, Tahasu or Tahasal. Gay has various definitions. I would be the definition of happy gay. But if you're gay, it's okay. I had someone say to me sometime, hey, I appreciate you coming out, meaning coming out. And I was like, yeah, I come outside every day. It's just so funny. I love the trolls. HY 1982, welcome, my friend. How you doing, HY? You have to tell me, HY, where you're from again. I apologize. I see your, whatever, right before HY 1982, but you're always here. I appreciate that. And then we got Linda Briers from Alabama. Welcome from Alabama. You guys starting to warm up over there in Alabama and the States? Or are you guys still getting teased with warm weather and then it drops back down cold? But welcome, Linda, to Dumaguete, Philippines. Beautiful, beautiful day. Give you the 360 view without me falling into the ocean. Art Parks says, adios, Michael. Hope Miss Che feels better. Thank you, Art Parks. Edwin says, keep your guard up, Michael. The scammers are around the corner. Yeah, I got you. No worries. I'm down in the Finger Lakes area. All right, Alfred. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to be here. Lee Cabs, you make me laugh. Because every time you say you're leaving, you keep staying. Not that I'm complaining. You're like me, you're bad. Sometimes I say, yeah, I'm gonna go now, I gotta go now, and then you're still here. I appreciate you so much. We finally mowed the grass yesterday. Well, that means things are getting better for you. If the grass is growing, that means sunshine's coming back for you, Chief. HY says, I'm going abroad in a while. I'm gonna flip it this way just so you can see the background of the ocean. Go back through some of these. Mia says, where are you here in the Philippines? Mia, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, at the Boulevard in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. But thank you, Lee Cabs, again. Alfred, you new person, I appreciate you being here. Again, without you guys, my channel's nothing. I think I got everybody. Linda Briers. Oh, Linda Briers. My apologies. Linda Briers says, it was warm today. We are expecting a little cool front around Easter. Yeah, don't you just love it when it's like you get teased with that warm weather? I remember that in Pennsylvania. They already had some 80-degree weather in Pennsylvania. Then it goes right back down. You get that little spring fever, summer fever tease, and then it's back to cold. Have a good night because I'm going to bed. Hey, again, for all you that are up on the East Coast or wherever you're at, 2 a.m. is very late. God bless you and thank you very much for being here so late. Yes, get your sleep. I'm the first person to tell you, will always tell you, sleep is vital for your health. 8 hours a day. That's when your body goes to work and heals you through the night. Don't forget that and don't ignore it. Very important. I get 8 hours. I get 8 hours. 7 would be the least, but 8. Nefertless, yes, I'm right at the water. Knox and Estrada, your name sounds familiar. Dumaguete, Philippines, Knox and Estrada. Lee Cabs, thank you, and God bless you too. Have a good rest of your day. I'm getting ready to wrap up my live. Anybody that's new that hasn't said hello, say hello. Let us know where you're from. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. I'd be forever grateful for a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Yes, people do swim in there. Yeah. You don't see it all the time, but usually it's kind of like where these waterways, like people can put their boats in. They kind of stand there and jump in. There's a bunch of entrances into the water like that where they can put their boats in. People will just jump in the water. Usually it's the locals, they're having fun and just jumping. But yeah, they do get in the water here. But again, new to my channel, subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's okay too. I would never tell people to subscribe or watch a channel that they really don't like. Lee Cab says, resting for me soon here, dear host, done working for today, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thanks to Solo Photo says hello Tiger Heart Productions. Not new, but occasionally visit. You're from Pensacola, Florida. Tiger Heart, appreciate you saying hello. Appreciate this isn't your first time, so awesome. I'm glad you're here. Again, I try to thank everybody, try to get all the comments, try to get all the questions. It's difficult sometimes because so many people show up, and again, that's a blessing. I'm humbled by that. That's a good problem to have, I guess, but then I don't like it when I can't cover everybody, and then sometimes I like to talk a little too much and get in depth with the questions or comments, and then I fall behind. So I have nobody to blame but myself. But me a little bit Visaya, you know, the good mornings, the good afternoons, the good evenings. You're welcome. Walay Sapayan. Adto. Darn, I should know. I just put it up on my thing. Adto whatever ko, like I'm going now. I like listening and seeing your country. Well, I'm a guest here, Tiger Heart Productions. I'm from the United States, but I'm a guest here in the Philippines. So I love this country. I wouldn't say it's mine, but this country, I love the Philippines. It's beautiful here. I mean, it's very nice. I just like, you know, the skies, blue skies, fresh air. Good night, Sunny Boy. Nefertless, thank you from the Bay Area in Cali. Another one, Los Angeles, California, solo photo. Tiger says, I like listening. Mr. Vince, looks like a little box with a kitty cat. Do you go to other regions? Yeah, when it, you know, I've been to Sikihor. I gotta go there more often. You know, I haven't really traveled much in Cebu, and everything's so close. I have to do that. Haha, yeah, so slung's so cute, but yeah, learn more, I'm sure. Han the Gur Solo says, hello from Turkey. Welcome from Turkey. Goddess says, new to channel, I'm from Indiana, but moved to Port Richey, Florida 3 years ago. Goddess, I know a lot of people from Indiana. I actually have a real good friend. Her name is Miles. She's from the Philippines, married to an American. She lives in Indiana. They were just here over Christmas, New Year's, and I met them for the first time, but she introduced herself by finding my channel, and then I got to meet her when they were here on vacation. But I miss Miles and her husband Brad. I don't know if they're watching, but a lot of people from Indiana. I've been to Indiana many times. I'm a big Notre Dame fan. Sorry for anybody that doesn't like Notre Dame, but I've been to South Bend, Indiana many times. I haven't been to Manila yet, Nefertless, not Manila. Bubba says, what time? It's 2:16 p.m., 2:16 Wednesday afternoon. Maya says, is it expensive to live in New York? Yeah, very expensive. I wouldn't be living there if I lived in the States. I would live in Florida, but yeah, I wouldn't live in New York. It's expensive. It's expensive to live anywhere. How about North Dakota? I've never been to North Dakota, Christina. But welcome, Christina Adto. Welcome, Dumaguete. I'm from Pennsylvania, born and raised there, but did live in Florida for 2 years. Time check, yep, 2:16. Mia. All right, everybody, before I depart and say my final goodbyes, I have to thank each and every one of you for just supporting my channel. If you've been here 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, thank you, appreciate it. God bless you. I'm just a simple person from the United States named Michael, just living here abroad in the Philippines. Christina, hello to you too. I love it here. I'm happy here. I wouldn't be here. Is it a nice benefit and perk that it's cost of living and rentals and apartments? Yes. I wouldn't be able to be retired at 55 on my pension and savings and live here. If I was in the States, I couldn't retire. I'd still be working. Just stating facts. So the opportunity to live abroad, love the ocean, I love the people, everything here about the Philippines. I love everything, but the people are what make it most special for me. I love sharing my happiness. Maybe I inspire somebody else to take a leap of faith someday and come here. It's not for everybody. I can't promise you that you'd come here and feel the same as me, but you never know. But thank you, everybody. Chief, much love and respect to you, bro. Lee Cabs, Tiger Productions. Tiger Heart Productions, I should say. Mia, you guys all come back. Give me a like, subscribe, come back. My next live stream is Friday. Sometimes I occasionally do it on Saturday and Sunday as a surprise. There's a random, but turn your notifications on. Then you'll always know when I pop up. And normally Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 11 to 12 noon here Philippine time, which would be 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. East Coast time in the States. So take care, everybody. God bless everybody. I'll say good morning, good afternoon, good night, no matter where you are in the world. Again, you humble me. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Smells like sea salt here. I don't smell tuna. Smells like sea salt. Maybe a little fish, but not really. Take care. I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you very much. God bless. Peace. See you.